Part of preparing meat for tamales, the way I like to do it, is to sear it. Get a nice brown, crisp bark or glaze on it. That makes the next cooking process in the crock pot much more tasty, much more delicious. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, look at those beautiful clods of pork butt. They've got a nice brownish red on them. Just gorgeous. That is yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy. Good stuff. Let's go to the kitchen. Alright, and now for the cook's secret. I'm going to finish these chunks in the crock pot. It's easier that way, all the way around, less work. So what I'm going to do is just slice these into smaller pieces. You see it's still almost raw inside. What that means is I got a great sear on the outside, but saved all the juices now for the cooking. And if you noticed, there's still, on these pork roasts, pork butts, there's still a good bit of fat. And I am not eating no fat. But I'm going to cook it, and then I'm going to show you how I handle the juice that's in the crock pot afterwards, and how I get that fat off. I'm going to separate it all out. I'm going to serve the leanest tamales in all the land. Now, I'm not going to put in a lot of spices right now, just to kind of, that'll make it the really tamale taste. But I am going to add some things so that as it cooks, it'll taste really great. I don't know, half cup of celery or so. Just a few slices of Anaheim peppers and jalapeno peppers. I like to let people season their food as they like. I don't like a lot of garlic, so that is a small clove of garlic sliced up, and then half a cup of onions. What that's going to do is it's going to stew that meat. It's going to add a tremendous amount of flavor, authentic flavor, not tamale in a bag flavor. This is some chipotle. It's very nice spicy pepper, smoked jalapeno pepper. Just going to put a little bit of that in. A little celery seed, just a dash, and some cilantro. I really should buy some fresh cilantro, but I don't have it in the refrigerator right now, so here we go. Okay, that is going to turn into yummy next thing you know. Alright, I think our pork is cooked down sufficiently. So we're going to take it out of the crock pot, put it in a little bowl here. And you notice how it's just firm, but falling apart very, very nicely. Remember when we cooked it with all the fat and all the grease and everything on it. So what we'll do now is hope I didn't break something. Now we'll separate that, get all the goodies out, separate the fat off, and then we will reduce this broth. We'll just simmer it a little bit, and then we'll add that back in to make the pork nice and moist. Now this is still a little bit hot, but I think I can do it. I'm going to just clean off whatever fat, connective tissue, goopy gloppy stuff that I don't want to serve my family. And I'll just toss it aside, throw it away. And what I'm going to be left with in a minute then is a wonderful, wonderful all meat, a bowl of nothing but good eats. Alright, now I've broken the meat bits up a lot, but still there's some nice sized chunks, nice chewy chunks to enjoy. That's really key. You don't want ground, you just want something that you can chew on. So I'm going to add a little cumin. Remember, I've cooked my spices, cooked my meat in a lot of spices already, so there's a lot of taste in it. So I'm just going to add a little cumin here. I've kind of done this a few times, so I know what I'm putting in to taste. I'm going to add a few spoonfuls of my pepper paste that I boiled down. And I took the drippings from the crock pot and reduced them, and now I've got this concentrated flavor thing going on. So we are ready to put our meat together. You notice I've not added a dash of salt, no salt whatsoever. When I get done with this, I'm going to take a bite and see if I like it. Hopefully I don't have to add much salt at all. It's just not necessary if you cook your meat right and take your time, do everything the way that you can and should. So let's take a bite. Get a nice chunk here. I've done it again. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Recording.
Okay, what we've got here is we've got masa, mama, masa. We've got some lovely tamale meat that I have prepared. And we're going to show you how we make tamales.
Enlighten us, Father.
Make us Buddha.
The first one always takes
a long time. And it's always got a little problem here or there.
And then this is what I do, is fix it.
Was it broken?
Hang on, we'll edit this out. Then we take a little bit of
This is for the special features.
tamale meat. Then, you getting me? Then we roll it up, fold it over, and place it in the pot. Did you see in the pot? Can you see?
I can see in the pot.
Can you? There you go, into the pot.
And then you put a Snickers in there.
Gideon. Now work that from there down this way.
Is that better?
And that's how you do it.
Just like that.
It's a day later, and now we're ready for the most important part of all. The tamales, about 40, 45 of them are ready to go swimming in some steam. I've got my basket down below, which you saw yesterday. Here is the most important part of all, the water. Because we're going to add water throughout the process, or we're going to have problems. So, we don't want problems. Let this steam for about an hour. Keep the water in the pot. Let's check for bubbles. Well, there you go. You can see the bubbles.